Yeah, we're on Dock Street right now, and just take a look. The road is still covered with water. You can see some ducks taking advantage of that there. This is actually less water than we saw earlier today. The water has started to recede in the last hour or two, but there are still businesses bracing themselves. You can see some sandbags right over there. And emergency management officials say while the bulk of the storm and its impacts have already passed, they are gearing up for high tide, which could bring more flooding. From Parents' Weekend at the U.S. Naval Academy to a show set to premiere at the Summer Garden Theater.
So what's supposed to be happening here tonight is the second performance of Big Fish, the musical. Sadly, last night it got flooded out, rained out.
It's a big weekend in Annapolis.
The irony of being Big Fish, we didn't plan the flood or anything.
Seeing a minor setback.
A bunch of folks, volunteers who work at the theater came in, moved musical equipment, other props and so on to get them on higher ground. You can see we had to sandbag the doors here.
With people wading through the water on Dock Street and taking their boats out for a spin.
And you're never going to forget it.
Residents surely won't forget another historic flood hitting the area. Emergency management officials say preliminarily, with water about 4 feet above average, this is the 9th worst flooding event in city history. Earlier this year, in January, was the 3rd worst in history. They say as long as they've been tracking the data, it's the first time they've had 2 top 10 events in a year.
Well, it's already flooded, but the bar's built in a way that it has to get up to 5 feet for it to do any damage because it floods every year at least once, and now we've had 3 this year.
While many businesses have been bracing for impact, lining their doors with sandbags.
There's a lot of people on this street. There's the lady with the t-shirt shop. She just put up all new drywall, and what can she afford to do to stop this?
At Dock Street Bar and Grill,
there's 2 guys in there right now that were depending on the money from this weekend, and now we're not going to get it because it's Parents' Week and Plebes Week, so we would be getting some of the foot traffic from that, but now we're not.
With high tides expected.
We're not concerned about the rain, it's the wind and the tide.
Due to road closures, cleanup, and the possibility of more flooding, unfortunately, the summer musical is canceled Friday night.
You'd like to think that we keep the Big Fish on the stage and not in the lobby of the theater. Hopefully this recedes and people are able to get back to business.
And if you have experienced any damage, emergency management officials say you can report it to them. They have a survey that's now live, and they also say they'll have damage assessors going around downtown surveying businesses and any damage that might have been caused. Live at Annapolis, Jessica Babb, Fox 45 News.
I'm Mary Bubala. Thank you for watching. Here's another video for you to watch. Also take some time to subscribe to our YouTube channel.